Buenos días. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. I'm Carmen from Peru, Sister of Mercy, and I think I'm going to moderate in Spanish because my English sometimes it's very poor. Okay, I'm here to introduce our friend Stellah. She belongs to Core 2. And first, I present to her, I want to remember what Jemima said, how we are going to participate, attend in this presentation, especially who are attending by Zoom. Okay, to remember for those joining us online, this Zoom session has been selected as meeting rather than webinar. This allows the presenter and attendees to see each other. You may choose to view today's research presentation in presenter view rather in gallery view, which will allow you to see the presenter rather than all of the attendees. This option can be selected in the top right hand corner of your screen. Please be respectful to presenter and mute yourself during the presentation. We hope it will be an interactive session, so you are welcome to submit any question and comments by the chat box. We'll have about 10 minutes for question and answer at the end. And finally, this presentation is being recorded for future view on the Mercy World website. Okay, now we are going to present our Stellah. Stellah is a sponsor officer of Mukuru Promotion Center in Mukuru SLUMS, one of the largest informal SLUMS in Nairobi, Kenya, that supports needed children in accessing quality education. The Pursue International Relations at the University of Nairobi, motivated by the humanitarian cause of the United Nations and its work in promoting social justice to empower poor and marginalized. She is passionate about education and believes that every child serves and change to learn and dream. As Core 2 fellow, Stellah is graduated for the opportunity to learn from other inspiring women leaders and mentors who have helped her grow personally and professionally. She has witnessed how hunger and malnutrition affect the attendees' performance and well-being of the students in the school that NPC supports. That is why she decided to do a project on the impact of food for education program on education, hoping to find evidence-based solution that can enhance the quality and access of education for the children in Mukuru slum. She supports that her project will inspire more sponsors and donors to support NPC's mission and vision. Stellah, we welcome you and we are very pleased to hear your presentation, and this is my honor to moderate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Karen. Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. The aim of this presentation is to inform you about the impact of Food for Education program in Mukuru slums, which was my target population, because I have Mukuru slums at heart. This is a crucial impact, as we are finding out the influence that Food for Education programs have on the enrollment, attendance, and how they enhance the learning activities among the needy children who are living in the poverty. Why Food for Education program? Thank you. Now, imagine a world where every child has access to food, education, and equity. A world where hunger, poverty, and inequality are no longer barriers to their dreams and potential. Imagine a world where they can contribute to the sustainable development of their communities and the planet. Now, this is the vision of Food for Education program in the Mukuru slums. Now, the good thing is that these programs for providing food in schools align with the SDGs. And it is a lifeline for these children who face hunger, poverty, and violence every day. This brings hope for their future. It also helps them pursue their dreams and break the cycle of poverty. Now, I'll take you through a story just to show you how poverty comes about, especially in Kenya. Around 60% of people who are dwelling in the slums are made poor. This is a story of Terry. Terry is currently in one of our Mukuru Promotion Center schools. She's studying in the primary school, and this is her story. Terry was a happy girl, and they lived with her parents, brothers, in a cozy house in the highlands of Kenya. They had a good life in the countryside. That was their home. They were happy and content. But then things changed when the government decided to build a dam on a river near their home. The government said that this would benefit the nation for generation of electricity. However, one day, everything changed and a tragedy struck. The dam near their village burst, sending massive wave of water and mud towards their home. They lost everything, which was washed away by the flood. Many other families in the village were also affected by the disaster. Some of them lost their loved ones. There were massive graves and a lot of displacement. The government betrayed the family of Terry among many others. The government subjected them to this pain, and at this point, Terry felt sad, scared, and devastated. They were lucky that they didn't die, but they had to find another way of living. So at this point, they are homeless and displaced. The father decides that they move to the city with the hope that they will find a job and a better life. Now, this is where they moved to, Mukuru slums. They felt on arrival at Mukuru slums, they felt so lost and overwhelmed by the noise, the traffic, and the pollution. They wanted a cheaper house to rent, and this is where they found a tiny shack, which is made of corrugated iron sheet, plastic bags. At these homes, they have no electricity, they have no toilet, they have no access to clean water. The place is dirty, hot, smelly, and the sewer passes in front of their door. All is not lost. As Terry is living here, she feels lonely and she has to walk for many hours to fetch clean water, to access a communal toilet, which they have to pay for their use. They have to dodge garbage as they are going to school, and they are faced with dangers of crime, violence, diseases. Terry felt miserable with her family house. They were barely covered from rain. They are barely covered from cold and heat. They sleep on the floor with a dirty blanket. They have no furniture or books. It is unsafe and unhealthy. They are faced with constant threats from gangs, thieves, and corrupt police who extort their money. They have no access to proper health care or medication. Terry has no peace at home as they're always arguing and fighting over the problems and the frustrations they have. They have no joy, no dreams, or any plans for the future. Every day is the same misery and despair. Their parents are struggling to make their ends meet. Her brothers have dropped out of school and joined bad company. They sleep hungry. Terry loves to go to school. And can you guess why? It's because there is food at school through the program of Food for Education. Now you understand how hunger in Kenya is fundamentally a political problem. Terry loves to go to school. Now this is the better part of the story. She loves to go to school because food is provided by the Food for Education program. She's offered breakfast and lunch, which consists of porridge, maize, beans, rice, and vegetables. This food is delicious and filling. It gives Terry energy and strength to face the day. And Terry looks forward to eating at school every day. She savours every bite of her food and thanks God for it. She sometimes brings some home for her family. She appreciates that food is so precious that many in the Mukuru slums don't have. It is a good way for her mind, soul, and body nourishment. Terry is inspired to pursue her dreams, and it reminds her that she's cared and valued for. That is the food that is provided by the school. Now, the global index, the global hunger index in 2022 had Kenya scored 23.5%, and this was serious issue. The hunger issue in Kenya has been ranked as 23.5%. And among the hungry, millions of children in the slums live in hunger and violence. Many of these do not go to school, or they drop out early because they cannot afford the food, the fees, the uniform, or any learning materials. They lack the motivation and energy to learn because they are malnourished and they are sick. However, there's a ray of hope with the Food for Education program initiatives in the slums. And it is a good thing because this Food for Education program are a contribution to the SDGs. Some of them, I'll mention a few in aligning to Terry's story, help in the achievement of the SDGs. For instance, Goal 1, which is no poverty. The Food for Education programs has helped Terry overcome hunger and malnutrition, which are among the main causes and consequences of poverty. So when we have these initiatives, we are able to achieve the no poverty SDG 1. SDG 2, which says zero hunger, the Food for Education program has ensured that Terry and other kids have access to sufficient and nutritious food, which is essential for their health and development. So we are able to fight the zero hunger, able to achieve the zero hunger SDG. We are also able to achieve Goal 4, which is quality education. As Terry is motivated to attend school regularly and perform better in her studies and provide life skill and opportunities of her learning. So in that essence, we are able to achieve Goal 4, as well as Goal 10, which is reduced inequalities. We are able to reduce the gap between Terry and other kids or children who live in better conditions by giving her access to food, education, and dignity. So this is Mukuru Promotion Center. Through the able leadership of our sister Mary Killing, I hope most of you met her this morning. She's a Mathe sister. We are able to feed through the Food for Education program over 7,013 as of today. These are primary school children. We have 4 primary schools. As for many children in the Mukuru slums, going to school is not only a way to learn, but also a way to eat. The Food for Education program at our MPC has provided them with free nutritious meals, and they're able to attend their classes. This not only improves their health and well-being, but it also boosts their attendance, enrollment, and improves their learning activities and performances, as well as motivates them. So those are some of the children, and savoring the moment of their lunch. My study was basing 3 impacts. That is the enrollment, attendance, and the improvement of learning activities. How can we ensure that every child has the opportunity to go to school and learn? One of the most effective and cost-efficient ways is to provide them with free nutritious food at school. This has been the goal of Food for Education program in the MPC Mukuru slums. And this program has improved the enrollment rate by 70% and has increased especially the enrollment of girls by 20%, which is a lifeline for children who face hunger, poverty, and violence every day. It has brought hope for their future and has helped them access education and realize their potential. Another impact is their attendance. Did you know that one of the most effective ways to increase school attendance among the slum children is to provide them with free meals? This is the finding of my study. The impact that the Food for Education program has had, we are able to learn that an average of attendance rate of 80%, and there has also been a reduced dropout rate by 50%. So we are certain that the Food for Education program is a powerful incentive for slum children to go to school and stay in school, and it has addressed their basic needs of food, health, and dignity. We are also able to improve their learning activities, and there have been many benefits of the Food for Education program. This is because the food provided is not only nutritious, but it also enhances their cognitive abilities and academic performance. The program has increased their attention and concentration, as well as their memory and problem-solving skills. This has helped them achieve their potential. From the table, you can tell that we have increased our enrollment from 2020 to this moment in 2023. This has not been able to be achieved were it not for the Food for Education program, especially in 2020 when we were struck by the coronavirus pandemic. I want to mention a bit about the massacrism that has been felt in the Mukuru slums. The MPC Food for Education program is more than just a way to provide food to hungry children. It is also a way to share the massacrism, which is the gift of God's love and compassion for those who suffer. The massacrism, which was given to us by Catherine Macaulay, who dedicated her life to serving the poor, the sick, and the uneducated in Ireland, is now shared around the world. And this charism is felt in Mukuru slums through Sister Mary Kili. MPC Food for Education program is offering meals to slum children in school. This shows them that they are valued and cared for, and that they have dignity and potential, and that they have a future and hope. Of course, we have a few challenges, like the delivery of meals. We have storage facility issues, inadequate resources, and food insecurity. These are some of the issues that we need to sustain our Food for Education program. As you know, feeding is a daily thing, and it needs to be sustained. And our program is trying to, it is a valuable intervention that has positive impact on the lives of the children who participate in it. However, we face some challenges and limitations that need to be addressed in order to improve its effectiveness and its sustainability. So our wish is to increase funding by mobilizing resources. We need to strengthen our collaboration among the stakeholders. We also need to create and increase awareness and participation, of course, by the parents and the children, and anyone else who share our massive vision. We also need to improve on our infrastructure. We need to innovate, maybe do some more buildings, and we feel that by implementing this recommendation, Food for Education program can enhance its impact on the education and well-being of the slum children and contribute to the achievement of the SDGs. So we call upon anyone who would like to join in our mission to provide healthy meals to children in Mukuru slums. They can always support us, and this will only take approximately $30 a year to support a child in Mukuru slums to attend school. Thank you. And if I finish my presentation by saying it is better to build strong children than to repair broken adults. Thank you.